Start first with the women's 100. Women's 100, Twanisha Terry, Tiana Daniels. You have Melissa Jefferson in there, Sha'Carri Richardson, Natasha Morrison. And these are big fields, too. They're going to run semis to finals as well, too. So a chance to get some reps against a high-quality field.
So in order of interest of what I want to see where they're at.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 3 of the person I want to see where they're at. Can you guess?
No, go ahead.
It's Melissa Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
She had an incredible last year coming from Coastal Carolina. Kind of not unknown, but her 60 performance was like, whoa, who is this girl? And then she goes on and backs it up with a great 100 meter at USA's and makes the team. And we're like, she went from night and day in one season to becoming a star for U.S. Women's sprinting. So I'm excited to see where she is, her first true year as a pro, to see how she starts her season out, because it's going to be an unknown. Her PR is 10:82. She's run a 10:6 windy, 10:7 windy. Mm-hmm. Which one was it? I'm not sure, but I'm excited to see what she does. Number 2 on the person that I'm most interested in. Can you guess?
I can't. Keep going.
It's Alicia Johnson.
Okay.
You know why? She's a hurdler.
Hurdler.
I want to see where her 100 meter speed is at. Mm-hmm. See if it's going to translate well to her 100 meter hurdling down the line. And it's always fun to see how hurdlers do in the open. I like seeing when Grant Holloway, Devin Allen do it, Daniel Roberts. Seeing, what will Masai Russell do in a 100 meter dash?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what she does. Alicia Johnson, she's in the same heat as Jefferson. And then last, obviously, person you're most looking forward to is Sha'Carri Richardson. We saw her run a 4x1 split. There's nothing, she looked good or fine, but there's nothing you could take from it because you really can't tell what a split is when you have a running start. She was going up against Gabby Thomas and Aaliyah Hobbs in that home straight at Texas Relays. But you want to see, what is she going to come out? She's going to come out and run a sub 11? Is she going to come out and win it and dominate it? Because she ran really well regular season last year.
Yeah.
It wasn't until USA's where she kind of fell apart. So that she typically does well in regular season meets. So I can't see why she won it. But, Jefferson's going to be there. Tiana Daniels, Twanisha Terry, her training partner, is going to be there. So I'm excited to see, ultimately, for Sha'Carri, time I really don't care about. I kind of want to see place because not 80% of the U.S. field is going to be here. So
yeah, Hobbs isn't here.
Except Hobbs.
But there's a lot of U.S. finalists, potential U.S. finalists here. So I think you're dead on with that. I think I agree 100%, because we don't know what's going to happen with the wind or the weather and all this stuff. Remember, there was that weird meet last year. I think was it in Jacksonville or was it in Montverde? All the storms and half the fields left and people were piecing out. And by the time they ran, the wind was all over the place. But you looked at it from the perspective of, okay, there's still some good people left. Who's gonna get the victory? And this is a winnable race for her. I mean, it's a winnable race for Twanisha Terry too, and for the other women that you mentioned.
I'll say Terry, Daniels, Jefferson, Sha'Carri. That's probably maybe Sturgis. I don't know.
Well, there's plenty of room for an upset
Morrison,
too, because this is early and we don't know, and we're just looking at relay results to draw big conclusions. Let's keep going. Let's go to the men's 100 now. I'm excited about this one.
Excited about this. This is low key the best one that no one is talking about.
Yeah, you got to be a real track diehard to appreciate this one.
It's also not just a bunch of Americans. It's very international heavy.
Well, that's why I like it. That's why I like it, because you got, of course, Oblique Seville and Akeem Blake, 2 young Jamaican superstars. I want to see what they do. We saw them run the 60 outdoors. It was fast, Gordon. It was very fast.
Akeem Blake took the win there.
Yeah, but barely. And then you have Ronnie Baker, who wasn't running last year and was entered in the Texas Relays and then scratched. Did he end up running at all? Did he run the relay? Did you see him?
I did not see him.
Yeah. So this could be Baker's first showing in a
long time.
While. And Jerome Blake's been around. Aaron Brown, consummate Diamond League professionals that are going to be out there. I have to say, though, I'm really interested in Seville and Blake for the Jamaicans.
Yeah, for sure. It says apparently Seville has a 10:13 season's best.
Yeah, he ran a 10:13 this year.
Where?
In Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I will be excited to see where they do. ultimately, though, there's not really a big U.S. contingent yet. Like Charleston, he's a just under 10 guy. Kemp, I don't know, but it's like the big guns for the U.S. and the Bromels, Curleys.
Yeah, but you could have 3 World Championships finalists in this race.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you won't be able to see how Jamaica is going to do against U.S. in this race because Jamaica probably will likely go 1-2, I believe, here with Seville and Blake. But you're not going to really know how that's going to translate to the world stage when the real top 4 U.S. guys who aren't on this.
Yeah. But you could look at margin of victory. You could look at time, of course, too. If
I
the
care
weather
more
allows.
about time here.
Time on this one, place in the women's.
I want to see the Jamaicans break 10.
Yeah. So this is the first, if Baker runs, first race since running Tom Jones last year when he ran the 200 and he ran on a 4x1.
What's his first 100 since? When is the last time he run 100?
The last time he's run 100, good question, would be 2021.
Wow.
That's where he had that.
This guy has not run 100 meters since 2021.
And remember,
I've at least run 100 meters since 2021.
So he ran 985 at the trials. He won Diamond League in Stockholm. He won Diamond League in Monaco. And then up until basically the semis of the Olympics, it looked like he could win it. And even after the semis, because he was 983 in the semis, and then he got 5th. Like, he was really in the mix.
Yeah, he ran his PB in the semis.
People were picking him
to win.
To win it, and with good cause because of how open that field was and how good he had looked leading up to it. So he could become a factor again, which would be another name for the U.S. Can you imagine that? Another person?
Yeah.
Like if he goes
Do we
out,
need another?
Well, no. Yes, I want there to be ridiculous competition just to make the final in the U.S. I think that would be great. What if he goes out and runs 990 and finishes ahead of Seville, a guy who was world championship finalist last year?
Who would be the most worried if Baker were to come out and run a 990?
All of the Americans should be worried.
All of them?
Well, no,
Equally?
everybody. No, everybody but Fred Curley because Fred Curley's got the bye.